Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries.
What is up, everybody? It's been a while. Welcome to season 2, episode 6 of the Go for 222 podcast. I'm your commish. I am here humbly ready to say goodbye to my team. And I have a few others lined up on the episode tonight where we're going to celebrate and eulogize the dearly departed members of our 222 family as we approach our second week of the playoffs. So before I get into my eulogy for my piece of shit team, I would like to just congratulate all of the hardworking managers out there that have made it this far into the second round. For those of you keeping score at home, that maybe are unbiased casual football observers, let me just share my screen real quick so that you can take a look at our standings as it's let me just share this so everyone can see who we're dealing with here. And it does not like it today. It does not want to share a screen. That's sad. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Little technical difficulties with the screen sharing here. So, like I said, we're in the second week of the fantasy playoffs. The bye weeks are over. The quarterfinals saw Dr. Devin getting a bye. Mike Fasano putting the hurting on Zach. Pete, rookie of the year contender Pete, coming out of nowhere with a narrow, crazy win, less than 2 point win over Uncle Joe in the quarterfinal. And again, our champ, Devin, going back to back with a bye. So now we go into week 2. This is the semifinal match. We have Dr. Devin against Mike Fasano. We have our champ versus Pete. In-laws against each other. Crazy. I didn't even think of that storyline. So we hope to talk to these guys next week with the aftermath, the fallout, as we enter into our finals. We're down to our final 4. So who will it be? It's anybody's guess. So when we come back, I'm going to offer up my eulogy for the Sunday gravy, the Commission's Sunday gravy, just the absolute worst. And we'll hear from some other members of the league coming up. Okay, we're back. Before we get to our first guest, I personally would like to kick off acknowledging our dearly departed by acknowledging my team, and I wrote a little eulogy for the Sunday gravy. So if you would bear with me a little bit. We've gathered here today to pay our respects to the Sunday gravy, a second-year team in the 222 league. Now, actual Sunday gravy is replete with flavor, aroma, and heartwarming goodness. It feeds and sustains families. It carries on weeks in and weeks out, bringing joy to all that consume it. My Sunday gravy, not so much. It all started back in August with the draft. Never before has a team of ragtag nobodies been assembled by a commissioner, no less. You deserve better. When you look at the team's construction, it was built to fail. Like a porta potty placed in quicksand, it had no foundation and it was full of shit. As we celebrate the departed tonight, I'd be remiss in not highlighting some of the lowlights of this season, and so many come to mind. Maybe it was wasting a really high draft pick on Jonathan Brooks, stashing him all season on my IR, only for him to accumulate less than 8 fantasy points total this season before tearing his ACL again. Or maybe it's the fact that I had absolutely no production from any of my running backs this season. But possibly the thing that takes the cake are my 6 straight losses to start the season. All of these and more have led us here tonight amongst the other departed teams. In closing, my Sunday gravy team could not further be could not be further from its namesake. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that they're both cooked. Sunday Gravy, it's been a pleasure. I hope to never see you again. Okay, we're back after hearing my eulogy, the commish for the Sunday Gravy. I would be remiss in not having our most enthusiastic player, our rookie of the year from last year, our very own Aunt Jackie, the Pax Mafia. Welcome back to the podcast. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Go
Bills. Now, I'm noticing you're wearing your Josh Allen jersey. Your boy, oh my God, he has been on an absolute tear. What are your thoughts on Josh right now?
Oh my God.
I'm going to have to ask you that.
He's our God. He is our God. He's going to save us. He's going to bring us to the Super Bowl. We're going to get a win with him. I'm hoping it's this year, but that's another story. But you know what's so funny? I wear my Josh shirt all the time, right?
Right.
So Joe and I were running around Sunday afternoon, so we got home in time to watch the Bills.
Right.
And I had a different Bills t-shirt on. So we were watching it, and about halfway through, I was like, we're not doing too well. And I'm like, Joe, I don't have my Josh Allen.
Oh, no way.
So I ran in, swear to God.
No way.
I got it on. Things turned around. It
turned around. I totally believe in that. I believe in the good karma. Unfortunately, every piece of clothing I wear curses the Jets. So I have no positive things yet, but I someday will. But so it turned it around, and he had the best fantasy game of all time.
I couldn't believe it. Over, I think I got 55 points from him.
You have 55 points.
I mean, I was not looking good at all. And there was no way I was going to let the bullshitter beat me. I could care less if I lose every other game, but I can't ever lose to the bullshitter.
The bullshit bowl is what that should be called, the bullshit bowl. And what you did was you kept him in the last place spot. So he is still the GOAT because of that loss. That a win would have put him over. So you did your job.
Well, I did it because, he thinks the Mafia was, bullying him last year. So
yeah, and I think he's still a little salty. His AI didn't really work out for him, but
no.
So what I've been doing this episode is I've been trying to highlight our dearly departed. So the teams that didn't make the playoffs. We've worked really hard on our teams all year long. It started in August with our draft and the research. We've cultivated our teams. We've made moves. We've traded. We've all these things only for it to happen. It is so sad when the season for us comes to an end.
It is. And, there were a lot of injuries.
Yes, a lot of injuries.
And you know what? You have to really strategically pick your players to make sure to maximize when you have bye weeks.
Yes, that is something that really came to kick a lot of people in the ass this year.
Right. I was scrambling. A lot of injuries left my backups gone. And then the ones that could play were on bye. It was a mess. I was picking these pieces of shit people that were like, I got 0 points from somebody I had to pick for last week because, my tight end's still out.
Oh, the tight ends. Yeah. Kincaid, right? Kincaid has been out. Yeah. I drafted Josh and Kincaid in most of my other leagues.
Good.
And Josh saved me. He got me to the playoffs in a couple other leagues. But Kincaid has crushed me. That guy, he didn't live up to the hype this year.
I know. No, but I'm so glad that you have Josh because
I do.
So much. I mean, and this is the way I was. Everyone was saying, why are you picking Josh? Why are you going for the quarterback the first round? I could give a shit.
Yeah.
It's all about having this guy on my team and watching it because it makes it so much fun, And
you need to have him.
Even though we lost, but he delivered great numbers for me.
Yep.
And it's my allegiance to Josh. That's why I'm always going to be the Pax Mafia. And I'm telling you, if anyone picks Josh next year, I'm out. I'm out right away. I'm out.
And Jackie, you really have to be careful now because now he was always obviously a top 4 quarterback. This year he set himself apart. All the rushing touchdowns, all that other stuff that he does, like he's he's going high next year.
He is. I mean, he was already number 30, I think.
Yeah.
For a quarterback. I think that was the first quarterback. But anyways, we just love him. He's just humble. Look at his career in Wyoming. He had to fight for people to look at him. He had to fight for teams to look for him. He just got engaged to a Hollywood person, and you don't see her in the stands like Swifty is.
You don't see that. And you know what?
This was true love. That one is not true love.
I heard that he sent an email to like every college coach in the country just asking for a shot.
Yes.
And now look at him. I sent you this thing earlier today where Terrell Davis has 60 rushing touchdowns. He's in the Hall of Fame. O.J. Simpson, former Bill, Hall of Fame, 60. Josh has 62 rushing touchdowns, and he's only 28 or whatever.
He's really amazing. I can't believe it. I mean, I got chills. I just love to watch the guy. He is the heart of my town, the heart of the people. It's giving the Buffalonians something to live for and hope for, because, it's kind of dreary up there. And,
this time of year, they need Josh.
They need Josh. But, you know what? And I'm telling you, he better win MVP.
I'm casting my vote. If I had any say in it, I think Josh Allen. What person on the team is as important as he is to that team and that fan base? I
know. I mean, and my goal is to watch one more game in Rich Stadium next year. I have to make it happen. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I know the whole gang wants to go with me. Nickel.
Is it the last season of that stadium before they redo it, right?
I think they are going to tear it down after the next season. It's. Did I tell you when I was up in Buffalo, I was actually able to go see it?
Yes, you were on the field, right?
Yeah, and then I went on the field on Rich Stadium. Yeah, so or the old stadium, but it's coming along. It's coming along. It's very expensive. People are already up in arms about the prices and stuff. But
really,
yeah. So I really want to go to Rich Stadium. It'll always be Rich Stadium to me one more time before they knock it down, because that's where I used to go when I was a little girl back in 1974. So
you got to go on like a pilgrimage.
I know I do. So I have to somehow figure it out around the wedding. Look at the game.
Right.
And I believe the Mafia is. I believe the Bills are coming to Charlotte this year.
Oh,
to play the Panthers for next year. So so that will be one game I'm going to. Now I just hope it's not the weekend of Nickel and Lauren's wedding, so I can go to the Bills game.
That would be quite a story. Maybe you could do both. I don't know. Not that weddings are busy or anything.
People do arrange their weddings around the Bills' schedule up in Buffalo. That is true.
I have no doubt. And for his sake, I hope he wins the MVP. For your sake, you always need to have him on your team because it just enhances your experience. So we will lobby to almost we'll do whatever we can to make sure you get that.
Well, who'll try and mess me up is the bullshitter. So last year during that whole when you were drafting with the balls, every time I was just praying it was not going to get Mike. And Joe's like, "Why do you care?" I said, "Because Mike will take Josh Allen from me. That's who he is."
Now we put this in his head, so we got to erase it from his head.
I know. Hey, if he ever wants to stay here again, he better.
Well, right. He better shape up. So I'm giving everyone a bit of the floor, to maybe say some words, to their team. My eulogy to my team was not very. I wasn't very nice. I didn't like my team this year, and I didn't think my guys played for me, and I felt bitter to my team. Knowing you, I know that you have a love for your team. You have many Bills on your team, but I want to give you the floor to say one last goodbye to your Pax Mafia of 2024.
Yeah, actually, they can go. They can go.
Get them out.
Get them out. I'm keeping Josh. I'm keeping Cook. I'm keeping.
Cook was good too. Yeah.
Yeah. Kincaid. I actually, you'll never believe who I drafted or who I picked up for last weekend, but did not play him, was Hollins.
Oh, no way.
I had him just sitting on the bench. I'm like, let me.
Oh, no way.
I said, he had a good game, but, I think this might just be a one-time deal.
One and done, yeah.
So I'll keep my Bills players. The other people, actually, Sutton did good for me.
Cortland Sutton?
Yeah, from Colorado.
Yeah.
Mike's
Yeah.
area, and Pickens from Pittsburgh. Even though I hate this,
Oh, George Pickens. Yes.
but
Yes.
everybody else can go to hell.
Okay. Well, you're much nicer than I am. I said everyone. You at least kept some people around.
No, and the two Giants were losers too.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
sorry to Gary. I tried, because last year I had Sequin or whatever his name is. What's
Saquon Barkley, yeah.
Barkley, and he did great, but then now he's in the Eagles, and now he might win MVP.
Now he actually might win the MVP, yeah.
It usually goes to the quarterback. So
he usually does. He's making quite a case, though. I forgot about Saquon. But
I know somebody at work said, "Don't get upset with me, Jackie, but I think Josh might not win." And I said, "No, I hear you. It's typical because here you have a little market Buffalo,
right.
Good guy, Josh. Oh, he never gets mad. Oh, he takes it. Oh, we can just pass over him. We got to keep the other people happy.
They take Josh for granted.
They do, but I do want to share a little something, because my best friend always sends me the best Christmas presents.
Yeah.
So this is Believe.
Wow.
Red wine. I am going to open this when, when Josh Allen wins the MVP.
Okay.
And then the champagne.
Oh, Super Bowl.
It's got to be for the Super Bowl, baby.
That's the Super Bowl.
And,
my God.
And I may have to save it so the next time we're all together, the league, we can all sip from it.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
So, guys, beautiful. Go Bills. It's all about, I'm very loyal. And but the other people that I feel was not doing too well. Even Diggs, look what happened to Diggs. I was even still loyal to Diggs.
A former Bill, right? You were even loyal to Diggs.
And then he got hurt. But
I know. What's taught me is that all these guys are they're made of like paper mache. They break so easily. I know it's a violent game, so I'm really just talking smack. But I feel like every week was a major injury. The worst. And
when I was walking the dog before I came in here, I was thinking about last year and stuff. I'm like, last year I had last pick, and look at me, I ended up in third place.
Third place.
So you know what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Now, do you have any predictions for the road ahead? So there's final four teams. There's our Devons, Mike Fasano, and we have Pete. So newbie Pete. So do you have any predictions going forward?
Wait, so it's the two Devons, Pete and Shitters.
Dr. Devon versus Mike Fasano, Pete versus Devon, his brother-in-law. That's tough.
You know what, Peter? Our newbies really impressed me. Dr. Devon, quiet Dr. Devon. Where did he come out of? he the minute, I think when you were talking about, we were talking about something that the Bills did, and then I said something, and you said, Dr. Devon already just...
He took him up. He snatched him up.
I was like, wait a minute, isn't he supposed to be saving people? Well, he's on his phone like that, isn't he at work? But no, Devon and Peter Dr. Devon and Peter really impressed me.
They really did.
And I think I will have to give the rookie of the year. It's going to be I'm going to have to say though just Peter for
Peter. I think Pete is Pete's dialed in. He is so enthusiastic with it. I'm pulling for him. I hope he edges out the former champ. So we'll see. It's coming up.
I think in our Super Bowl, it's going to be Peter and Dr. Devon.
Peter and Dr. Devon. That's your bold prediction.
And then I don't know. Dr. Devon has a hell of a team, though.
He's got a hell of a team. I know.
He may win it all, but then Peter's going to get Rookie of the Year. So they both.
There's a consolation in all of that.
And I will be happy to give my title over to one of them. Because they are the only two rookies.
They're only two rookies, and that award might end, with them because we don't want any more rookies. We're good. We got them all.
Well, it was another pleasure. It's so funny how I'm nervous watching my games, and it's just so funny how we just dial in.
we are dialed in, and we have been very locked in since August. So now I find it a little bit more relaxing. I don't have to worry about this as much.
I know. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm done. Aunt Jackie, you're the best. I can't thank you enough for all your enthusiasm and always participating in my hijinks.
No, and you're a rock star. I love you.
I love you too,
until
Jackie.
next year, guys.
Until next year. Love you guys. Bye, Aunt Jackie.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. Bye, Aunt Jackie. All right, that was Aunt Jackie, the Pax Mafia. More to come as we eulogize and send our dearly departed teams into oblivion for the 222 season. Thanks, guys. Welcome back to season 2, episode 6 of the Go for 222 podcast. This has been kind of broken up into a few different days. We heard from myself and Aunt Jackie as we eulogized our teams a few weeks ago as our season came to an untimely end. Flash forward to the new year. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and we are going to, unfortunately, this will be the season finale of season 2 of the podcast. But we have some awesome guests lined up to finish off the season, including our back-to-back champ, Devin, will be with us, and a couple other special guests as we, give Devin his flowers and some other hardware that he has rightfully earned as the champ of our league. So stay tuned for the finale of the Go for 222 podcast when we come back. Okay, we're back with the season finale of the Go for 222 podcast, and as promised, the champ is here. And I don't mean John Cena. I don't mean the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. I mean Devin. Look at this guy. 2
Yes, sir.
back. He called it from day one. Devin, welcome back to the podcast. You are the reigning, the defending, the conqueror, back-to-back 2 for 222 league champion. How are you, man?
Hey, the champ's doing well. Doing very well.
Champ squared.
Champ squared.
So, all right, listen, there's a lot to get to. There's a lot to unpack here. But first of all, you picked that team name in August.
I did.
That was some bravado. That was some medium stuff. Like you were just you knew what was happening.
Third eye stuff.
That was third eye stuff. You are Nostradamus.
Oh yeah.
So in August, when you drafted this squad, who I know is much different than what you drafted in August, but in August, did you think that you would be here today?
After the first couple weeks, I thought I had a good shot, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think I started out 3-0, but then
you started out 3-0.
But then I lost 3 in a row. And
Right.
after I lost that third in a row, that's when I was like, this might not be going the way I thought it was. But I had some guys turning around. I know A-Chain, after Tua came back, he finally started playing well again.
Yep.
But yeah, I kind of scrambled around for some quarterbacks. Bo Nix kind of won me a couple games, honestly, in the playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of luck, but also I would say a lot of skill.
I would no 100%. And if anyone in the family, if anyone was to call bullshit on that, I call bullshit on them because once, okay, I can see winning the championship once. To repeat the very next year, that's skill, my friend.
Oh yeah,
that is skill. But I have to tell you, I'm looking at the squad that you rolled out there, and if you would have told me this squad was going to win the championship game by 21 points over the projection and score you 195 points in our league, Bo Nix, Justin Jefferson, of course, he did Justin Jefferson things that day. Brian Thomas Jr., another rook, A-Chain, Josh Jacobs, Tucker Kraft, Bucky Irving. Like, these guys are not household names for sure, but you believed in your kids.
I did. Look, if you look at the team in August, there's no way the guys I actually started, I would have thought I would have been starting them and winning the championship game. No chance.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, and to do it in such crazy fashion. So walk me through that those last couple of days of that weekend when you secured the victory. It was neck and neck for a while.
It was. So it started off not looking too good for me. I think it was almost the end of the 1:00 games, and I was at the time projected to lose by like 50. Projections aren't everything.
But losing by 50 is kind of a lot.
Exactly. So I didn't really have hope, but I knew that I still had some hitters.
Yes.
Like Jefferson.
Yep.
I knew BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr. has been killing it with Mac Jones in there for some reason.
For some reason, that connection has worked. And right now, Brian Thomas Jr., I believe, with Brock Bowers, are the two leading rookie wide receivers. Malik Neighbors is coming up as well. But so what a pick.
Yeah, it worked out for me. And I will say I put a lot of faith in Bucky, and he did not let me down either.
Yeah, you know, talk to me about Bucky, because I had drafted Bucky in a couple other places, and I just kind of again set him and forget him, and he held my other teams together. Now I did not do well because I drafted terribly otherwise, but Bucky was the guy who goes in, he's sharing, he's in a timeshare basically.
Yep.
And he's an explosive player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first couple of weeks he was getting like 30 of the carries. And then he just, every time he touched the ball, was electric. And he just got more and more bigger workloads. They kind of phased White out a little bit. I mean, he still was, it's not like he was splitting carries at the end. White was definitely coming off the bench, but he just, every time he touched the ball, he would go for like 10, 15, 20-yarder.
Ripping these chunk plays.
Yeah.
And the same goes for A-Chain. Like, that's a pretty crowded backfield in Miami, yet he held solid for the most part.
I was worried about his health.
Yes.
This year, actually, he did pretty well health-wise. When Tua went down, though, he really worried me. I was trying to do anything to kind of get off of having to rely on him, but it seems like right when Tua got back, that switch that he had clicked back, and he won me a few games just by himself. So,
and you rolled with Tucker Kraft. I'm just fascinated by your lineup. Was he the tight end that you drafted?
I think I might have picked him up. I drafted Njoku, which he couldn't go. So he couldn't go the past, I think, 2 weeks. So I guess I kind of fell into Kraft. But I mean, I needed a tight end. So
yeah, and he really served you well. And walk me through what were you nervous at all? Actually, let's go back to the week before, because you were against Pete.
Yep.
Pete's team has been doing extremely well. Pete's got Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought Pete had a chance to overthrow you, but you handed him a pretty solid ass whooping.
Yes. We were actually texting back and forth about it and kept wanting to give the other one kind of the anti-jinx and be like, hey man, you got it. Good game.
Right. Oh, I know the anti-jinx.
Yeah. Kept going back and forth with it. And when Saquon kind of went down, I think, was it like maybe third quarter or something?
Yep.
That's when I kind of knew that, hey, I think I actually have a shot here. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that Monday is when I had to, I forgot who I had playing, but I had to have them have a good game. So I don't know, it ended up working out.
It did. And what surprised you about your championship match opponent, Devin, his team? What were you most concerned about?
Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I'm glad I didn't face Joe Burrow this last week.
Yeah.
I'm very glad it happened in week 16 because I don't know. Devin's team was incredible. Having Burrow, Chase, Bowers. Who else did he have? He had
Gibbs. He had Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs, who was, I think he might have been RB2 during the fantasy
He
playoffs.
was. Yep.
So he averaged like almost 30 a game.
I mean, he hit on so many players, and that's kind of the way fantasy works, right? You have to have some luck involved, right? Everyone has to stay healthy, which they did for him, and you have to have some skill and that combination. And his team actually looks pretty wholly intact from what he drafted. He had the Chase stack. He had the Gibbs the Bowers that core that stayed in place pretty much all season long.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of a tale of two different teams, and
I know,
and I could not believe how close it was in those final few days, and then you just pulled ahead. That Justin Jefferson did his thing.
Yes, he did. I remember, I think it was his second touchdown that he had that day. I wasn't comfortable, but that's when I was able to get off the pins and needles, relax a little bit.
Right.
I kind of played up being more, I guess, nervous for the Monday night game with Jacobs and Kraft than what I actually was. I knew 12 points for both those guys is not much of anything to overcome.
Right.
So I'm just glad they came out and did their job.
They did their job, and now Sam Darnold, away from the Jets, looks like the MVP of the NFC. So thanks for that.
Yeah, and it's probably paid money.
He made money now. So what now? How does Olivia feel? Does Olivia understand that she's living with Champ at this point?
She does.
Is she proud of you?
She is proud of me. She's afraid that there's going to be jealousy, maybe in family fighting.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of cold shouldering. We're kind of worried about that, but it's worth it.
I mean, and that's why we have the podcast, so we could air our grievances. I am a trained licensed professional counselor. I will be able to facilitate and mend fences.
Yes.
But speaking of family, and speaking of like we mentioned just a few minutes ago, one of your former opponents, we're here to celebrate the champ right now, and I needed to bring a special guest onto the stage tonight. Pete, your brother-in-law, as we celebrate the champ. Pete, welcome.
Thank
How
you.
are you, man?
I'm as good as I can be. Coming in third.
Pete, I first of all, I think it goes without saying, but if I'm going to say it officially and publicly on the season finale of the podcast, give it up for Pete, our Rookie of the Year, season 2 Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Everybody, clap it up for Pete.
Wow.
Pete, you are hands down the Rookie of the Year, but you ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw in that you made it to semifinals in your first league ever.
Yeah.
In life. And you talk to me about that experience.
Well, first of all, Kamish, it's kind of your fault because you guys beat me to take the bye week away from me.
It's true. It's
so
true.
That hurt me bad. But it's
okay.
Okay.
Sunday Gravy had no business winning.
Yeah.
Had no business winning, and I went on a 4-game heater at the end, and I ruined your bye week. I'm sorry, Pete.
I appreciate that though.
My team did not deserve to win this year, although they were close. I did finish second in points for.
Yes.
And I only got second by 9 points behind Don't Joe Chasen. So we were a powerhouse of a team, but those last 4 weeks or 3 weeks, we just could not put up any points. And I like that you mentioned the airing of grievances. Whenever you were talking to Devin, I was listening along. There's a couple guys that are on my never draft again list.
Oh, please tell me.
Deebo Samuel is the head of the never draft again list. Kyler Murray, the namesake of my team, is on the never draft.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately,
he let you down.
He let me down, but those are lessons learned, and I'm glad I learned those lessons. I will say that without Saquon Barkley, I wouldn't have gotten third. So I'm glad that I was able to get him this year. He was an absolute monster.
Yes,
but really,
totally.
Devin deserved to win. So congrats to Devin. That final matchup was absolutely insane. I think there was it was close to 200 for both of you guys.
Yeah.
And Dr. Devin pretty much always scores 200. So for you to come out there and beat him, putting up 175 is crazy.
Yeah,
I think he established himself this season as the powerhouse, and you came out like Rocky IV and you took him down.
oh yeah.
If he dies, he dies. And
Oh, here's
oh my God! Hello, Aunt Jane.
A cameo appearance, but
Oh my God! I'm so excited to see you on the podcast. How are you?
hello everybody. I'm great. Congratulations, Devin.
Thank you.
The
Keeping
champ is
it
here.
Oh yeah.
And,
I'll let you hold the trophy.
It's really cool.
it's a real family heirloom, and I want to thank Pete once again, this genius.
Mm-hmm.
Pete, talk to us about the craftsmanship that went into the official 222
Yeah.
championship trophy, and let's get a look at this bad boy.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the trophy. Unfortunately, only one name.
One name. Wow.
Back here, you got your control panel. This is your battery indicator, USB Type-C charging, and your power button, as well as your color changing remote that's in the bag, ready to get sent to Devin.
Wow.
Said at the beginning of the year, I said, first of all, I'm a dog. That was the one
You're
thing.
a dog.
And the other thing I said was that I'm going to build us a cool trophy. And at Lindsay's wedding, I mentioned to you again that I was going to build us a cool trophy. So I felt like I had, talked it up, and I needed to come through and deliver with something unique and special that we're going to be able to pass down. So
I think this is the coolest thing. I have never seen a league with a custom trophy quite like this. The custom made by UP. That is so special, man. Thank you.
Mhm.
I cannot thank you enough. That is next level.
no, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. Everyone gets these trophies. Like, it's easy to just go on Amazon and buy a trophy or something like that. But yeah, I wanted something that was personal to us. And really, this is because, it's because of you, right? I mean, you have put this league on your back and made it something super cool where, we have a podcast, we have a group chat. We take pictures at the weddings. So it's something that means a lot to all of us. So, I wanted to a trophy that can mean a lot.
That means a lot to me, man. And this is the most fun I have all fantasy season. Even though I had the absolute worst team I've ever drafted in my life. But it means a lot to me that you guys are so into it, and I can't wait for next year. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun next year. And one of the other, and first of all, also Devin, coming to you is your second ring.
Yes.
So you're well on your way to a full fist over here, man. This is your ring coming soon.
Thanos.
I look like Tom Brady.
You're a little bit like Tom Brady, a little bit like Thanos, a little bit like MJ. You got it all going on. Your beautiful trophy is coming down the line. But one thing, while I have you gentlemen here, one thing that also is going to be on the back of you, Devin, is the punishment. And what I mean by that is we have agreed upon as a league that the last place, the greatest loser of all time, is supposed to endure the punishment meal, which is 24 hot wings or a wing of your choice, 2 6-inch pub subs or your regional equivalent, and then 2 of something that the champ chooses. Now, before I move on, I need to bring to the stage the boo shitter, the gloat, the greatest loser of all time, Uncle Mike. What's up?
How are you, team?
Oh, we missed you, Uncle Mike. How are you?
I'm good. Had a good powder day today. Well over a foot of fresh snow.
Oh,
So I'm nice and relaxed. I'm thinking about, what could I have done differently in the league? But I first want to say Happy New Year to everyone.
yes.
I thought the league was great again. I did check out towards the end because I basically lost hope in my team. But it wasn't hard to do.
So with that, so you came in last place, and according to the structure of the league, technically you're the one that's supposed to endure the punishment meal. However, I don't know if anyone remembers this. At the beginning of the year, when we had our live stream draft party, Uncle Mike's ball came out last. It didn't even come out. Yours, Pete, yours didn't come out, but Uncle Mike's was stuck in that in the draft.
It wasn't stuck,
5,000.
Joe. I think there was manipulation of the said ball.
So I launched an investigation, as any good commissioner would, and I have some findings. But you took it upon yourself also to take some action. So if anyone could see here, as you can see, this is Uncle Mike's ball. A little bit of water leakage. I don't know how that happened, but this photograph was sent to the law firm of Pearson Spector Litt. I don't know if anyone is familiar with Pearson Spector Litt from Suits, but I was issued a letter from Harvey Specter himself on behalf of Uncle Mike. So I need to share this letter that I received today from your attorney, Harvey Specter, regarding this egregious situation. I don't know if everyone can see this here from the law office of Pearson Spector Litt. I'll go through it real quick. Dear Mr. Palumbo, it has come to my attention that your actions as commissioner of the 222 Fantasy Football League not only violate the integrity of the league, but have caused irreparable harm to my client, Mike Valenti, and his team, the Bullshitters. As you are no doubt aware, Mike was the subject to a grievous and wholly unjust situation during the league's draft, where he was unfairly relegated to the position of last pick. Now, and a lot of times being the last pick is not egregious. It's not an oversight, but I'll continue. The egregious oversight was not merely an unfortunate accident. It was the result of fraudulent manipulation of the draft process, a clear violation of the league's ethical standards and its commitment to fair play. Now, I don't know if we ever truly said that we had fair play in this league. I'll continue. Mr. Palumbo knowingly allowed or perhaps even facilitated the conditions that led to Mike's placement at the bottom of the draft order, which directly caused his subsequent last place finish in the league standings. The action, and I use that term lightly, was nothing short of fraudulent. Now, listen, I'm a lot of things, but are you, Uncle Mike? I'm a little hurt that you would seek legal counsel on this.
Well, Joe, listen, I am not sure that you caused the problem. Who else touched the balls?
Oh, so you're wondering, were my balls touched by other hands?
Yes, like the G-Man. Oh, innocent G-Man. Oh, the other shit is full guys, touching the balls, and all of a sudden, the balls are heavier than they should be.
Right. It's an interesting theory. So the chain of custody of my balls.
But you are the commissioner.
Right.
And I don't know if there was any quality assurance checks on the balls to see why my ball was just fucking stuck there.
well, let me continue with the allegation.
But it doesn't really matter. You know what? I take my losing spot with just great pride, because I've learned that things are in life. It's hard to lose, at least from my background.
Right.
It's hard to lose. But in this league, it's very easy to lose. You just got to rely on the draft pick and these moron players and all the other shit that happens. And I told you. All right, but anyway, let's finish up the letter.
So this letter is really not for you to get out of being last place. You're okay with being the GLOAT.
I'm okay. I am the GLOAT.
The action you're trying to subvert is the punishment meal. This is why I believe you filed action against me. So let me continue. Yes. It is with the utmost urgency in the spirit of fairness that I demand you, Joe Palumbo, step forward and volunteer to take Mike's punishment on his behalf. This will be the only just course of action. Failure to do so will leave us with no option but to pursue additional avenues to remedy the situation. As a man of business, I am sure you understand the gravity of this matter. Please allow this letter as a formal notice that you are expected to serve as tribute and carry out the punishment that Mike Valenti was unjustly burdened with as a direct result of your fraudulent behavior. Sincerely, Harvey Specter. Listen, I have no defense. I launched the investigation. The balls were leaking. I Harvey Specter's no joke. I don't want to cause a rift in the family. I volunteer as tribute. I will take the punishment like a man. And Devin, I am ready to hear what you have come up with as the final two in the punishment meal.
All right. So
Give him a good one, Devin. Give him a good one.
Well, wait. Are you accepting that, Uncle Mike? You're gonna let him take the fall for you?
Yeah, it's pretty weak, but
Well, Peter. Let's think about what we talked about. I am hereby accepting the gloat, but I think it's fair because a couple reasons. One, I can't eat 24 chicken wings at my age. I can't eat a whole fucking sub sandwich. And who knows what the champ's going to throw at us right now, right? So, would you rather see Uncle Mike die of a massive coronary event, or Joe just stuff his face and fart for 3 days?
Which is very likely. I do that anyway.
Yes.
So,
Peter, are you challenging this course of action here?
No. I'm not challenging it. I was slightly questioning it, but you know what? I'm not involved in this. You guys continue.
So
if you can go to sleep at night, letting someone else take your punishment, then we're okay with it.
You know what? Ooh. All right. Can I decide after you pick what it is?
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys are okay with this. What if Mike eats the pub subs, Joe eats the wings? I don't know.
We could do that. Maybe we could do that together.
I got a better idea. I like
What's
where
that?
we're going with this. Why don't you guys all come skiing and we'll just get we'll go to KFC and get baskets of the shit and just.
Don't give him any ideas. Well, don't give him any ideas. I don't want to have 2 baskets of wings here.
I can't. I'm just so. Listen, the drum's rolling. Devin, what is it?
All right. So I was kicking around some ideas. I thought about maybe 2 whole onions. And then I said no, because that doesn't just punish the loser; it also punishes the significant other.
Hold on, but let me. I have to pause you.
Yes.
Would you change your selection
based on who? No.
Based upon whether it's
that's what I like to hear,
Joe?
Devin.
No, I will not.
Devin's a
so
killer.
You're saying what you're about to say has not changed because Joe is taking the.
I'm being forced to by legal action.
Correct. It has not changed.
Okay.
But before I tell you, I'm gonna make you wait one more second. I also kicked around the idea of 2 of the Costco footlong hot dogs.
Oh.
Add to it, but I think I settled on. Have y'all heard of that 1 chip challenge? The really hot.
The Pocky 1 chip.
Yes. Eating 2 of those.
2 of those
chips.
Oh.
Like 2 potato chips.
No, my Uncle Mike, I'm telling you, I'll send you a video later. That coronary that you talked about. So they're basically a single serving, 1 wrapped potato chip that is covered in maybe ghost pepper dust or Pepper X or Carolina Reaper. And it's kids are getting kicked out of school for bringing it to school. It's a big deal. So to eat 2 of them is pretty ridiculous.
So what it sounds like is
you're a psycho.
You're a psycho. What it sounds like is you're gonna get double. It's quadruple dose. Right?
Oh man, that is a punishment.
2 going down, and then oh my god, I can't.
That takes it from a semi-normal Friday night in college to a punishment. That's what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it matter what flavor?
No. They probably all suck. I wanted to get something that would not be fun to eat, but there's already so much food going in, so I had to find something that was doable.
Wow. Well done, Devin. I did not expect that.
That's like a cattle. Eat all that. Other.
So now I have to probe on this. If you had no idea that the commish was going to take this
I
upon
had no
himself.
idea. I had
So
no idea.
you were actually looking to kill Uncle Mike?
I was just looking to open you up a little bit. Just clear the sinuses. You know.
So I just Googled it, and I had to confirm on the website that I was 21 or older to make sure I could. That's not good.
Devin, I'm this whole show me the money, and then you're gonna throw freaking these nasty. Oh my God!
Look at that. All right. Well, and I believe the parameters were I had 2 hours to complete it all.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna live stream it, right?
And I think a live stream would be pretty boring and hideous. But what I will do is I'll cut together I'll cut together like a video of it. Mike Fasano will help me record this.
No,
And,
Mike Fasano's going to help you eat the wings. What are you kidding?
No, he's not going to touch the wings. No, I am going to take the punishment, like the commish, like the leader that you have, touted me to be. And due to your legal action, now I am pretty screwed.
We have to pause this. First of all, Peter, amazing trophy, but I'm not ending this call with everyone believing that I'm a chicken and I just dumped this on you. Joe, you accepted this. If you remember back at like week 5 or 6.
I thought it was going to be me.
No, but you said I'll give it to you no matter what because I wanted to be the guy.
I probably did say that in a when I didn't know it was going to be the Bobby. Oh God! All right,
Peter, nice trophy. Holy
that is
shit.
a nice trophy, Pete.
Well, it's Devin's. He's earned it. So
how much does that weigh?
The intentions of keeping it for the next year, but it is what it is.
How much does that weigh?
It's probably 3 pounds. It's not heavy. It's plastic.
And you just 3D printed that.
I did. I 3D printed it.
Job. Nice job.
Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Holy shit.
That. Can he charge his cell phone on it? With the USB-C?
You can have a USB-C to USB-C. You can charge your phone from this.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Here's incredible. My only question. I only have one more question. Do you think after 12 years this league is being dismantled?
Why after 12?
I don't know. Well, that's there's plenty.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You could build another one on the bottom of it.
After 12 years, we're gonna go even bigger and even better for the next trophy.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic.
That is absolutely amazing. Devin, you're not only that, you actually also won the bounty. That was like the kind of forgotten about activity throughout the season. You actually took it back at the last week of the season. So there's another. You might get some paper towels sent to you as well.
Okay, that sounds good.
Sam, can you bring that? Can you bring that trophy to Lauren's wedding?
Yeah,
because I think it would be
you
great.
Should bring it.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Yeah,
I'll bring it. We'll take a picture. I did want to point out though, if you remember back when we had the young guys,
Bucks, yes. That was a highly rated episode.
Yes, and we gave predictions on the rest of the season. I said, granted, I got my seating wrong, but I said I would meet Devin in the championship game.
You did.
Win it. And I was correct.
You are, like I said, you're Nostradamus. From the moment you chose that name in August, you've been fated to win this league, I have nothing else to say. You did it.
I did it.
You did it.
Back.
Well, everybody, this has been an outstanding season 2 of the league. Be on the lookout in the next couple of weeks for the punishment live on YouTube. And subsequently, maybe a visit me in the hospital after that. But we'll see how that all goes. Uncle Mike, you are the gloat. You are the bullshitter. Are you going to be back? That's another burning question. People say, is Uncle Mike coming back next year?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in.
I'm going to be. listen, even if you draft, I'm the first draft, I guarantee I will be the gloat. It takes great skill.
It takes great skill. Pete, you're
But
in.
Yep,
Oh, I'm
Pete,
in.
you're in, right?
Absolutely. I'm coming back for that. I want this thing back.
You deserve to have it back. I want
You do.
listen, Pete, can you create like one of those slots for the gloat on the back, maybe?
Yeah.
The gloat can go at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a great idea. Maybe I'll make like a
Make
toilet.
it nice. Yeah, sitting on the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and Uncle Mike, your
Oh,
shirt's in the mail as well.
See, the problem with that shirt, Joe,
I see no
got that
problem.
political tone to it.
What are you talking about? I think that's just a comb over.
It could be Conan O'Brien.
It could be
Joe,
Conan O'Brien.
it
I
could
think
be.
that's what it is.
But you do know that Joe was the gloat of all time.
I am the gloat for now. So, guys,
not you,
gentlemen,
Joe. Not you, Joe. The guy that's getting out of here finally.
oh,
He's
gotcha.
going way political
Joe
with
B.
The demented gloat.
Man, we're gonna get so many more likes with this video, so many more hits.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm gonna put
I
that
don't
in
mean to
the
get political,
subject
but
line.
you started with the damn T-shirt.
I know. I'm gonna wear it while I eat my wings. I'm gonna rub some
You
wings
should.
on it.
You should. You
I
should.
will.
rub some of that chip on it.
Oh God, Devin, that was such a good idea.
So is it really just one chip? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but it's like lethal.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's a hot chip.
It's what is it like? Does it say on there what the Scoville is? It's like millions.
Oh, let's look at that up while we have you here.
To be
Scoville.
fair, I've seen people, like a lot of people in a hospital doing it. So
Are
Okay.
you serious?
yeah,
You were
do
going to
they
kill
do the
Uncle
chip?
Mike.
died. But
You were going to kill Uncle Mike.
no. They did it as the like in the hospital, like a lot of the workers.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
Okay. So I'm seeing the Scoville unit of a Pocky is between 2,200,000 and 2,300,000 Scovilles. So to put that in
That's
perspective, that is extremely hot on the Scoville scale.
You're going to bleed out of your ass for like a month.
Are you good with? Are you good with really hot stuff? Do I need to change it?
Oh my
No, I know. I mean, I'm good with hot stuff, but I'm just saying the that is can I crumble the chip onto the sandwich?
I was going to actually suggest that to you.
That's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to get a okay. I think I'm going to get a BLT and Pocky sandwich,
That's a hot sandwich.
extra mayo,
Oh,
cucumbers.
no one's Devin. You have to be as good with spice. No one is good with 2 million.
Oh yeah, I know
No, that's beyond. I won't even need the little battery pack in my shirt to light my shirt up at that point. Wow. All right. Well, I'm nervous now, and I want to thank everybody in the league. I want to thank our champ, our boo shitter, our gloat, our rookie of the year, Pete.
Thanks
Thanks for everything, everybody.
Thanks,
I hope
Pete.
you enjoyed the league and the podcast, and we'll be back at it in August. Everybody,
Best league.
best league. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.